What's up, everyone? Today we're going to do a training video on our latest update with our quick release valve seat puller with the implementation of our pull button or our Gen 3 model. First things first though, you want to make sure you're wearing your proper PPE. You want to make sure you inspect the tool prior to use, as well as you have the correct puller head for the valve seat being pulled. Inspection points, you still got to hit those inspection points before you operate the tool. First things first, you want to make sure that your bottom nose is completely threaded and flush with the all thread or shaft. Next, you want to make certain that your cross pin access hole and your slot on the shaft are turned opposite of each other. And you want to make sure that your pull knob is in the lock position. Now with the pull button, we no longer need to unlock or disengage the pull knob. We just lift the pull button to release the seat. But that being said, we want to make sure that the pull knob is always in the lock position moving forward. Alright, we're going to demonstrate the proper technique in installing our quick release valve seat puller with our latest update, our new pull knob or Gen 3 model. You still want to make sure you hit all your checkpoints. So first things first, you'll make sure that your bottom nose is flush with the all thread. Your cross pin access hole is opposite the slot on the all thread, as well as your pull knob is in the locked or engaged position, and we're going to keep it in that position at all time now moving forward. So first thing you're going to do after that is rest it into the seat, and you're going to look for what used to be your acorn nut, which is now the pull button. That used to be an identifier, so now your pull button acts as that identifier, and it's going to come out of the center of the pull knob. So when you see it and it looks like this, it actually clears the pull knob. That tells you passed through the seat, and you want to lift up on it to make sure that you fully can engage and what have you. At that point, once you've done all that, you'll install your pancake. We like our Acumen aluminum hydraulic jack. It's half the weight of any other jack out there. It's 155 ton versus 120 ton, as well as the piston goes back down on its own, and it has a blowout preventer, so your common failure of the seals blowing out just doesn't happen with this jack. At that point, we install our nut. We recommend our new Acufastener, which if you haven't seen this yet, you're really going to like. Takes the place of your conventional nut. You squeeze it like a pair of pliers, slides right on down the all thread, no longer having to take your time threading a nut. At that point, you still lift up on it, release the Acufastener, and then give it some turns to snug it up. You want to make sure you still get a straight pull, and then you use some form of tie down. We also offer this bad boy right here. We offer it in chain and etc. Basically, you want to make sure that you tie it down for safety reasons, obviously, and prevent this unit from ejecting out of the fluid end. Also, you want to make sure that you protect the tool as well. At this point, after everything is engaged, you pressure up like normal. At that point, you make sure the seat is loose. You undo your safety chain, set that to the side. At this point, you can do a couple different ways. Personally, I like to release the seat in the fluid end by just pulling the pull button and taking the entire unit and going to the next hole. That's not always easy to do. The fluid end's at a slightly different height as well. I'm a little bit taller than most. That being said, the next checkpoint is when you go to the next hole, if you keep everything assembled, you got to make sure that you back this nut off to make sure that the puller head properly passes through the ID of the next seat. As you can see, my acorn nut or my pull button is in the up position, but it's not quite where I want it to be. So I'm going to release that, jump off the pancake a little bit, go ahead and lift up again. All right, that feels good. Re-engage, make sure I'm snug, everything looks right, tie it back down again however you would, and then pressure back up. Make sure the seat is pulled again. Take this off. Now with this AccuFastener, you can take it apart in seconds, disassemble everything. And release the seat. As you can see, there's a couple different ways to do this, but if you hit your checkpoints and you make a straight pull and you use the rest of Acumen tools, this has become an easier, faster, safer job. We've taken the time down from about an hour and a half to 10 minutes if all the plugs are pulled and etc. So if you have any questions, please contact Acumen. Again, my name is Darren Arndt. You can call us at 713-896-0050 or check our website out, acumen.us.com. Thank you very much.